What's up, crypto family? This fam, how are you doing today? Let me know in the comments down below. Today, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Big Woo Wednesday here in Central Europe, guys. Chilly evening Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. And what is happening with my lady? Oh my lord, we are back below 2.0 level. Guys, we are still pretty far away from the all-time lows. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you guys, I hope you are buying this dip. I mean, I know guys, you're probably sick and tired of doing that, you know, but that's why I've been preparing you for the different kind of cycle, you know. I've been preaching about it, that 4-year cycle is dead, 4-year cycle is over, you know. I've been doing that ever since the start of 2025, I believe, if not earlier. So I hope, guys, that you that you take, you know, my words seriously, because I mean, what else will you do, man? You know, will you sell the losses? I know, man, I know it's difficult, you know, it's like mission impossible. It feels like that, especially if you are here since 2022, like you've never experienced the bull market at all. So it must be pretty difficult, guys, especially for guys like us, guys. All of us, we have never experienced the bull run. You know, the true bull run, guys, we have never experienced that. And it must be kind of difficult, guys, you know, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm staying patient, you know. I'm still convicted about this project, guys, you know. I still believe in this project. If we check out the overall market today, man, oh man, I'm telling you, a lot of YouTubers is calling for the bear market, guys. According to the charts, you know, to traditional cycles, guys, yes, it's not looking good, because, you know, it's time for the bear market. I mean, but according to connecting the dots, you know, that this cycle is probably delayed and extended all the way to 2028, then accumulation era from 2024 of April to October of 2025, man, makes sense. And it also makes sense that we start a bull run, you know, next month. You know, bull era starts next month, guys, because especially, guys, we still are waiting for the rate cuts, guys. Rate cuts are bullish, and we will get the rate cuts. So there's no reason why we should enter the bear market, you know, unless we will hear, you know, bad news from Europe, you know, about the situation between Ukraine and Russia. You know what I'm saying, guys? But QE season hasn't arrived yet. Bull run hasn't arrived yet, guys. So stay patient, guys. All I can see is just another manipulation currently going on. What is going on? How much of a redness we need to experience, guys? Before we go to some macro, let's see what's going on Etherscan. Ladies and gentlemen, 26,652. It looks like we have lost 2 holder, you know, since yesterday, I believe. But we are still in 2 days range. We are still at plus, and I'm telling you, man, you know, it's still looking good. Of course, paper handlers will keep leaving, guys, but you know, we are making that impact, guys. For some strange reason, this week is really weak, guys. It's really lacking the volume, not only for Milady but for the entire market, you know. So I feel like they try to convince us before the November that we are starting the bear market, and even the YouTubers is telling you that, not all but a lot of them, you know, that according to the charts it looks like we might start the bear market, and that's the perfect setup, guys, for the bull run. When you have, you know, bad charts, you know, and you also have big YouTubers on their side, or you know, whatever they're saying, maybe they are paid to live inside the box, I don't know, man, but for some reason, guys, they've started talking about the bear market. So, yeah, I mean, that's the perfect setup. When you have institutions in, that's the perfect setup, guys, for the bull market to start. When you have big YouTubers and the bad, you know, charts analysis, guys, you know, like showing you, yes, it's time for the bear market. According to the 4-year cycles, yes, it's gonna happen. Man, I'm telling you, guys, that's how everyone, almost everyone, will think it's over. You know, that's insane. But guys, let's continue with the top wallets. So when it comes to top wallets, I don't see any changes here on the top 10. And when it comes to the, wow, BitGet, guys, they are back on the selling season, guys. You know what I'm saying? BitGet is selling back, guys. They are still yes, they are at 150k. So they have sold something like $2,000 worth of Milady's. BingeX also is taking profits. You know, like BitTrue and L-Bank also, guys, you know, they've taken out, you know, $1,000 each. Come on, they are back at manipulation, you know. Oh, guys, I'm telling you, guys, when you have top 10 wallets not doing anything but below top 10, they are constantly you know, majority of the time they are selling, because, man, they are working together. I'm telling you, they are conversating before the next move. They have the inside info, guys. This is insane. But yeah, you can see that HTX, guys, 18k. I mean, even Binance, guys, 19k. So everyone is you know, kind of selling again. So, man, you know, it's pretty obvious what they are trying to do. But guys, let's, you know, check out my profile here on Twitter X. Altcoin Daily is first with Robert Kiyosaki, who urges investors to buy Ethereum. Silver and Ethereum hot, hot, hot. So, man, now we even have Robert Kiyosaki bullish on it. I mean, he probably, you know, was bullish on it, guys, for a long time. But You know, he has been bullish on it, I'm pretty sure. But, you know, all of a sudden when you have Tom Lee speaking about it, I mean, now Robert Kiyosaki is coming to the front line, you know, and speaking positive about it, man. It's gonna happen. It is still, or it was, guys, the most hated cryptocurrency, guys. You know, just 1 or 2 years ago. The most hated. So remember what happens with the most hated coins, man. You know, like... Oh yes! You know, everyone is paying attention to XRP, Solana and Bitcoin, guys, and no one is like, you know, like Ethereum is so underrated when it comes to the top 10. You know, when it comes to the top 10 cryptocurrencies, Ethereum is highly underrated, guys. Next we have Merlin Jean. Fed Chair Powell just turned dovish. He admits the US economy is growing faster than expected. The Fed is running out of reasons to tighten. Liquidity is coming back, crypto about to feed again. So if this is true, man, you know, I don't know why market didn't pump, you know, yesterday. I mean, guys, I'm telling you, they are just waiting for the end of the month. You know, President Trump says Putin has refused to end the war with Ukraine. So bad news, guys, you know, this is clearly a bad news, but I'm not surprised. You know, like, just a matter of time. Like, it looks like Russian economy is still solid. You know, otherwise Putin would have stopped, guys, the war. Otherwise Putin would have stopped, guys, the war. But it doesn't look bad, you know, like the Western media is telling you, probably. So yeah, BlackRock just moved 371 million worth of it to Coinbase Prime. What are they planning, guys? You know, staking or something else. Next we have remarks. President Trump says he has a great relationship with China's President Xi Jinping. Man, I told you yesterday, guys, that they are in great relationship. You know, like, my instinct is telling me that this thing between Trump and Xi Jinping is definitely scripted, guys. You know, they need something to flood the market, guys, because I mean, it's they know the war in Ukraine will not escalate, probably. You know, Putin is aware of NATO's power because, you know, US is backing them, and they probably know the war between Ukraine and Russia will not escalate, so they need something else. They need something that will flood the market, guys, you know, like exponentially. And that's exactly what is happening, guys, you know. President Trump says Russian President Putin just doesn't want to end the war. And he is disappointed, you know what I'm saying? He always, you know, but I know why he's saying that, because, you know, Trump doesn't want to escalate it. Trump knows that would be a bad idea for the entire world to escalate war with Russia. So he's careful with what he's saying. And you know, on top of that, you know, we have the Atlantic Ocean, you know, between the continents. So I mean, US is far away from the borders of Russia, man, you know what I'm saying? And when it comes to that conflict, you know, in Europe, it's all on Europe, guys, because, you know, Trump is holding NATO accountable for, you know, breaking that you know, that deal for not expanding the NATO, guys. I don't know if that was official, but they have promised Russia that they will not expand, you know, the alliances towards the east. You know, I think it wasn't, you know, it wasn't official, guys, but still, you know, it's like Putin feels like threatened, you know. So Trump is like, you know, it's not my war, it's not my problem, you know, it's European problem, and it's holding, guys, he's holding European elites accountable, and I like that, you know, I like that because I'm telling you, under the Kamala Chameleon Harris, guys, the entire world would have been, you know, blown apart already. That's how incompetent she is. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Let me know, how do you feel about the price actions today, you know. Yeah, it looks boring, guys, but you know, like, I'm telling you, keep buying, man. This is the last month. It must be the last month, you know. You know, because people usually just skip. They just skip the accumulation phase. You know, they just go from bear to bull. You know, they just compare bear to bull, guys. But they, you know, usually just skip the accumulation phase. That's why, man. That's another reason why I believe, you know, the bull market starts in November. Because, yeah, it makes sense. And if this is truly gonna be the, you know, the golden age, I mean, from November 2025 to November 2028, when we get, you know, the next elections, it's 3 years. So 3 years of a bull market makes sense to me, if this is truly gonna be the golden age. So let me know if you agree, guys. That's it. I love you all so much. Keep buying, and I will catch you in the next one.